and I didn't get anybody to show up. So I wonder if it's too early or if it's because of horizontal. I don't know. YouTube's weird like that. It happens a lot too. Sometimes I'll go live, nobody shows up. I'll turn it off, go live immediately, and then everybody shows up. That I don't understand, you know. But I said I was gonna go live like I promised, and I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm here to take comments. I'm here to take questions. I'm here to hang out. I'm here reflecting on the day. I've already, like I said, I already did a 20-minute vlog, so I got everything I needed to say out of that. But I'm here now just in case people want to tune in and actually tune in and ask questions and whatnot. But here I am. Here I am, folks. It's a little disappointing. Usually I get like 20 people at a time, surprisingly. Oh, I got a text. I got a text, people. Yeah, not my best live. Not my best live. I wonder why that is. I wonder why no one's tuning in. Usually there's some people tuning in. But Sunday night, it could be that it's Sunday night. Sunday night might be different. It might be a whole different thing for people. Probably going to bed early. You know. Or who knows? Maybe I said something and I offended everybody. No one's tuning in. I hope not. But you know how the world is today. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'll stay on just a little bit longer. If nobody has any questions or comments or wants to say anything, I'll probably tune out. So we'll see how it goes. Spinning around circles. Spinning around circles till somebody shows up. Hey, what's up? Who's there? Comment below. Let's start a conversation. Where are you watching from? I'm curious. Yo, it's Sage. That's all I needed. I just needed one person, the right person to say hello. How you doing? I'm glad you stopped in. How's your night going? How's your day going? I had a big day today. Big day. Watching from Canada. I got to remember that. You're in Canada. That's right. Canada. That's awesome. So, are you like middle of Canada or more to the west or more to the east, you would say? Where would you say you're located? Well, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's been a really good day. I mean, I keep saying that, but it really has. It's been a really productive day. More to the east. Okay. Right on. So what, you could be like an hour ahead of me, perhaps, an hour or two ahead of me. What time is it over there? Like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning? I'm curious. We got Sage in the house. I had a productive day, but this isn't my best vlog. It's 11:30. Oh, okay. So you're an hour. You're more east, but you're still an hour. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. If you're more east, that means you're an hour behind. Yeah. If you're west, that means you would be an hour ahead. So I almost got confused. It's easy to confuse that. It's really easy to get that confused. Really easy. But yeah. 11:30, huh? What are you up to? I mean, you don't have to go into specifics, but I'm curious. What does a Canadian do at 11:30? What are you all up to? But I haven't visited Canada in a long time. The only time I went to visit Canada was when I went to see the Niagara Falls. That was a sight. And I was actually in the Canadian side too. I wasn't on the state side. Let's see. Today, I killed it with the morning, with the shorts. I nailed just about every hour when I woke up. I hit every hour just like I planned. Every hour release a short, and then those shorts are easy. They're easy to do in the morning. They get more intense during the day, where I have to put a lot more thought, try to think of something humorous, something that could be funny, and then I put out my other stuff that I advertise. I do music and the art classes. So I do that. Those don't get many views, but I figure if I keep doing what I'm doing, eventually, like a year of this, people are gonna know my band. They're gonna know that I do art classes. So it's about being consistent. Just thinking about it, it's a little overwhelming, but you're camping. What's up? I love camping. I don't do it as often as I should. It's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you right now. You're camping. It kind of feels like I'm camping in the trailer. Kind of walk outside. It's all nature and beautiful, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, I miss camping. I miss it. It's time for me to. Eventually, I'm gonna take a break. I know that once I hit 1,000 subs and like maybe over, and keep going to hit a little bit over 1,000, that I may end up taking a break for like a week or two and stay camping out in nature for a week and just relax. Because man, this is quite the marathon that I'm running. I'm running quite the marathon. I haven't worked this hard. The closest I've ever worked this hard was working on the film set. Constantly going. You get there early, you leave late. That's all I've been doing with YouTube. I get there early in YouTube and I leave late. If I just keep going, my body will adapt to the workload. I'm not feeling completely burnt out, so I'm good. If I start to feel like I'm getting to feel burnt out, I start to do those practices to keep me from burning out, which, taking some time, some downtime in between. So I actually do take some downtime between posting. Like if I have some simple shorts that take me 10 to 15 minutes to make, I have the rest of that hour to actually relax. And that's sometimes what I do, especially after lunch. After lunch, my energy tanks. Even though I eat something healthy, I get my energy just goes boom. So what I started doing was taking cold showers around 5 to wake me up again. And today I incorporated mushrooms for energy boost and immune boost, everything boost. So obviously I probably won't feel the true effects of it until a week of actually taking the supplement, a week or two. So today's the first day of taking the supplements. I think I already feel a little bit something, I don't know. I can't say for sure. But yeah. It's something interesting? I came across Lenny Kravitz recently, and he's like 61, and he's got abs, he's got muscles, he's got skin that looks like he's in his 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like he looks like he may dye his hair. I don't know, but he is 61. And I'm sure he dyes his hair probably, but that guy looks incredible for his age. I'm sure genetics has something to do with that, but the fact is he looks incredible for his age. I got to see a picture of him most recent. Yeah, it's probably because it's late and people, have to wake up early. Yep. Yeah, I know. Yep. That's what I was thinking earlier. But it's all good, I still had my little moment. I vlogged earlier for 20 minutes and I was able to assess my day. And I can't say there was any real failure in the day. The only failure was feeling extreme fatigue, Now, if I can figure out something with my body, with the nutrients I'm taking, I've switched out soda for water. I'm drinking more milk and smoothies. So, I think that's going to have a long-term effect of just being really healthy. Cutting out those sugars and stuff. I should have done this years ago, years and years ago. And sometimes I cut sugar, but then it comes back strong. I get those cravings, but what can I say? I gotta check something real quick. I may go offline for a second, but I need to check something on my phone, and unfortunately, this is the only phone I have. So it'll be 1 minute, one little second. I need another phone so I can check, emails and stuff. I can't go. See, I lost everybody. But it's probably good that it's Monday tomorrow, so it's probably good that everyone's going to bed early. I need to go to bed, even though I do wake up early. I do consider YouTube as a full-time job. I mean, it really is. I'm still gonna wake up early. I'm still gonna wake up around 6. That's not that early. Some people wake up at 3, 5, but I can't wake up at 3. I'm going to bed 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to get some sleep. I may force myself to get actual 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I just to get 4 or 5 is not enough. I got to get 6 or 7. I got to really push it. And that may mean going to bed early, 10. But we'll see. I got all kinds of energy now that I'm really pushing. I've been pushing it for a whole month. I think I've extended my stamina quite a bit. I can tell that my stamina is through the roof. My energy's through the roof, but it's not quite there for me to really win the day, Or at least, it's not true. I'm a human being. I can't be Superman throughout the whole day. I'm going to have a low moment. So I think I did good by litigating that low moment throughout the day. I ended up still posting 2 shorts within 2 hours. I was able to nap 30 minutes in between, and that helped. That helped a lot. But let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm gonna eat a lot healthier during lunch, because that's when I tank. After lunch, I just, So, yeah, I'm gonna decide. I'll probably do a salad, a lot of fruits. I'm gonna go early in the morning, go to Walmart or Target, whatever, and buy some really fresh fruits, and immediately just smoothie out. Smoothie, make a super smoothie. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys catch my music by any chance? I post these audio samples, song samples that are 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Sometimes they're a minute long. Sometimes I call them a music short special, where it's a minute long, and I do 3 parts of the song. I've only done that once, but let me know what you guys think of the music. If you don't like it, maybe I can do something new. Of course, this music's old. This is my old catalog of rock music that I recorded back in the day. No AI. I think there's 2 albums that have a computer machine, right? A computer. It's not an actual. It's part drum set, part fake drum set from the computer, right? I have 2 albums like that, but the rest are either recorded live. I have 2 albums recorded live in a basement, and then I have 1 studio recording at a place here that's pretty well known and well reputable. And then I have a single I recorded at a studio as well. The single is the best polished studio recording I have. That's the closest to being radio friendly, And the single is called The Means. I'm sorry this is boring you. But, I'm really trying to push it out there, and to get feedback would be good. I haven't gotten any single feedback at all with the music, so I don't know. I don't know what people think about it. I don't know, but I love it. So at the end of the day, it's like, if you love what you do, does anything else matter at the end of the day? Like, who cares if a lot of people don't like your music or don't care for it? You know, I still like it. It still gets me pumped up. I listen to my own music sometimes to get pumped up. Like, I have very heavy punk rock influences that, you know, get my day going, from, you know, from the Hives to the Ramones to the Sex Pistols. You know, you can include Green Day in that if you want. Um, you know, and outside of that, I got Zeppelin that I love, AC/DC, you know, all those music, all those bands, old school, old school. Even older than that, you know, go back to Elvis. I love Elvis. My goodness, do I love Elvis. I'm a huge Elvis fan. Um, Sadly, though, it's really sad what happened to Elvis towards the end of his life. I mean, he was the real first, you know, rock star. He was he was the first person to open up internationally through cable TV and have a live show happening internationally through cable TV or satellite or something. He was the first person to do that. You know, a rock star. You know, it's pretty incredible. There's rock stars do a lot of firsts. You'd be surprised that there's a lot of rock stars out there with the money and power that achieve a lot of firsts because they're in the right situation to do it. You know, and for me to get back on stage is the first big dream I have. I used to play all the time when I was younger, and now I do a lot of stage acting, which is in film festivals and screenings, which is helping me get back out there. You know, I've done 2 shows already. They were really great, really challenging, and it took me a collective 8 months to prepare for that show, on and off. I took a hiatus for like 3 months, and then yeah, well, about 4 months, yeah. So yeah, after 8 months, it was like 4 months, and then I took a break, and then did another 4 months, and I did the show. I took the break because I was financially pretty bad, you know, and I couldn't drive. I couldn't afford to drive to the theater. That's how bad it was. I'm a little better now financially. I have a check coming in for $100. I have a class on the 26th that'll bring in another, you know, $100 here and there. And I don't have a lot of bills, so I'm still on government assistance until I can get out of this hole. You know, I'll still be under some sort of government assistance. I don't want to be. I used to be SNAP food. I'm not anymore. But, you know, it's not like I want to be. I'm just the stuff I worked in the past. You know, I got paid well and this and that, but it didn't. No career came from that. You know, so I go job to job, and I'm quite tired of that. YouTube is the only consistent thing I ever had, even though I don't get paid right now. But, you know, maybe one day I will. The fact that I see progress, it helps me keep going. You know, otherwise I couldn't see me keep going at this. You know, if I don't see how editing Seinfeld clips every night helps me, you know, stay active as an editor, you know, as a creative, it all helps. It's almost like all training, you know. I figure after a year of YouTubing intensely, like the way I have, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be a different place, you know. It's all about not quitting and finding ways to do the necessary weeks throughout, you know, week by week, day by day, you know. And that's what I've been doing. I make the necessary adjustments to see how I can increase viewership whenever I need to. You know, yesterday I studied the graph a little bit, and I was like, well, you know, during the day is not my best, you know, because I haven't found the thing that really hits people the right way. The gardening seems to do it. So I'm going to stick to that. I like doing the noon, go live at noon and gardens. It's really grown on me. I'm really enjoying it. I like this physical activity. and the workout I get from gardening for an hour. Sometimes it's intense, sometimes it's pretty light work, but you know. Well, I think collectively I've pretty much hit an hour vlogging, sort of 40 minutes. That's good enough. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night, and try to go to bed early. Try to go to bed early, and actually try to get like 6 hours of sleep if I can. Let's see, it's like 1 o'clock now. Pretty soon it'll be 1. So yeah, if I go at bed right at 1 and then I wake up at 6, that's good enough for me, you know, until I reach my goals. And once I reach my goals, I can kind of alleviate all the work I'm doing and just not work so hard. But I want to keep training. Like I'm going to keep working out. I may let off the gas on the YouTube, but I'm probably going to stick the pedal to the metal with working out more intensely, you know, because I usually do. And the fact is I haven't been able to because I've just been back to back nonstop for over 2 months. So it's pretty crazy that I've been able to keep at it for 2 months straight without a single break. It's actually, I'm at a point where I'm not super tired, I'm not frustrated, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just having a lot of fun with it. And that's the key. As long as I have fun with it and I still have joy from it, I can't see stopping, right? Or quitting or just like that. I know that once I reach my first goal, I'm going to feel a little bit less inclined to keep working as hard, you know, but eventually I'll get back on it and have a new goal of hitting like 2,000, for example, and then keep growing. You know, complete that cycle of setting a goal, working towards it, obtaining the goal, you move up, you set new goals, you run after it, you obtain it, you move up, cycle continues on and on and on and on, you know, it never ends. I mean, it ends whenever you take a break or you stop, and then you take a long enough break, you'll lose your gains. You know, you take a long enough break, you will lose your gains. You'll lose your momentum, whether it's YouTube or maybe not so much YouTube, but anything else in life. I mean, you almost have to start all over again and get that momentum going again. So that's why a part of my head, my brain, part of my thinking is, well, I've worked so hard, going hard every day. It would suck to take a break once I achieve my goal, right? And then just kind of see things die. So I may take a little break and then get back on it really quick. I may have some videos saved up in the reserves, I call it, have them in the chamber, as you will, if you will. Sometimes I do that. I do pre-work, so I have it done ahead of time. Sometimes I'm able to get ahead during the day and get like 3 shorts done as drafts, and they're just ready to go. I call it having it ready in the chamber. So sometimes if I do it smart and I do it right, I'll have like in the evenings or during the day, I'll have 3 videos I can shoot out, and I have like a good 3-hour stretch of either cleaning the house, doing something right outside of YouTube. Because YouTube, man, it's taking up a lot of my time. It's ridiculous how much time it's taking. But yeah, let me check something here real quick, and I'll jump back on. I just need to double check a message, and then you know, I'll jump back on here. So my strategy is making sense. I was listening to this YouTuber talk, and he's saying that some experts are seeing that a lot of people who have not just one particular niche, but experts are seeing people who have a niche of multiple passions kind of are blowing up, because it does hurt you in a way, because some viewers come in to see one particular thing, and when there's something else going on, they might get put off by that because they don't have any interest, right? So it is kind of hurtful. But I'm so new at this, and I'm still a bit in the beginning stages, still experimenting, that, you know, it's okay to lose a few people here and there. if I just completely turn them off, it's okay. There's plenty of people out there to connect and chances to reconnect. As I get better at this, I'm not an expert. I'm not a master at this yet. I'm still very newbie, very beginner, very green. I'm just using my phone. I don't have like a microphone, a super setup, for stuff. I don't have time to really edit, at least when it comes to doing shorts back to back to back, which is, it is a strategy. It seems to be working. So it is a lot of work. I feel like it does move you ahead quick by working so hard. You'll move quicker. I'm seeing a lot of progress. So I'm not going to try to outdo myself this time. This time I'm just going to try to maintain what I did yesterday, try to copy exactly what I did hour by hour, and see if I produce the same results, and then go from there. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired. Not tired, but in that sleepy zone that I like to get before I hit the bed. Sometimes I go to bed and I'm not in that sleepy zone. I just lay there. Awake. So it's good. It's good that I do these vlogs because they push me to think about the day, think about certain things, right? And then it makes me sleepy, and then I go to bed. It's perfect. It's a perfect situation. I'm gonna try really hard tomorrow because I haven't done it yet. I said I would, and I haven't done it. But I'm gonna try really hard tomorrow with everything else I got going on to actually organize a little bit of the podcast room. Like actually bring the table in, set it up, see about the electricity, spend a good 3 hours in between shorts, posting like 3 or 4 hours in the morning. Try to figure out the power situation because that room doesn't have power, so there's something going on. I gotta check all the wiring and stuff. That's gonna take time. So I can't imagine figuring out the issue tomorrow. It might take a week or a few days of me testing things and taking 20 minutes at a time testing things. That's the thing though. I find myself, I have extra energy, my stamina is up, but I find myself working like a maniac. I mean, hour by hour by hour. I edit a short. It could take me 20 minutes. That means I have 40 minutes to feed my cat, feed my dog, take out the trash, get the laundry going. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Before, my default life, I had more time to do stuff, and I would always tell myself, oh, I got time. So it seems like, when you have time, you almost go slow. You tend to work slow. So now that I don't have time, I find myself with very limited time. I'm having to like really amp up, like, okay, let's get to business. I can't F around. Like I cannot waste these next 30 minutes. I waste these 30 minutes, I'm not going to be able to do this thing. I may not get to it till tonight or tomorrow or another day. And sometimes it's a simple task. It's such a simple task that I got to do. It could be just something really easy. I mean, like I said, just clean a room, but I don't have time. So I make time by rushing all the time, and that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take until I break through, or until I burn out. Just because I'm really good at litigating burnouts doesn't mean I can't burn out. I could easily burn out, especially now. I mean, I'm 2 months in, working my butt off every single day intensely, like the way I am. So I keep that in mind. Like, am I close to burning out? I need to litigate this a little bit more. I need to manage that whole aspect maybe better, because I can feel it. You can feel it when you're exhausted, when you're really tired, and when you try to push yourself more and more and more. It doesn't do anything. You get to a point where you're not awake. You're just pushing yourself and you're asleep working. So I've only done that a couple of times, but like I said, changing what I eat has helped with energy. It's helped with immune system, all that stuff. Nerve, stress, anxiety. Like eating healthier is so key, so key. So okay, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate everybody who showed up tonight to hang out with me. It means a lot. It really does. Sage, thank you for commenting as always. Makes my night. It really does. Canada, God bless you. America, God bless you. Other representatives of other countries tuning in, God bless you and your countries. And yeah, I'll see you all later. I'm gonna try to get some actual sleep tonight. 6 hours sounds really nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. All right, folks, be safe out there. Good night. For those who don't know me, I'm Lasso. This is Lasso's Passions. You can call me Lasso if you like, or AKA, you can call me the Amish gangster if you like. I had somebody call me that as a joke, and it's kind of funny. Anyways, sweet dreams, people. I'm out. Good night. Till tomorrow. Adios, amigos.